the Bulldozer Matt Tremont, the eight-time Deathmatch Tournament winner, the former two-time world champion, the owner of H2O Wrestling. And if there is one podcast to listen to, that is the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get ultraviolet, motherfuckers.
And good evening once again, fans. You're listening to the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. They're more than welcome to come on too anytime they want to come on.
Oh man, the girls top good election.
Alright. It's a budget thing. Let's see what he's up to.
Thank you, man, and thank you for giving me the time.
Tune in right now. And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode as I'm having echo on my other phone. Oops. Play the replay.
Technology.
Yes, technology, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. My guest at this time was just seen last Tuesday night on AEW Dark with his tag team partner, Mr. A1, Sage Scott. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing blessed, man. I'm doing real blessed.
Now, what was it like to face, two guys, Butcher and the Blade? Blade, I know pretty well from past years of wrestling, of the Combat Zone, and just being a badass, in the ring.
Well, for stars, super nice dudes. Like,
yeah,
not what I expected at all. Like, I mean, I know we all, like I said, it's a work, and we do our thing, but some of that bleeds into real life for most of us. That's why the character comes off so well, but they are polar opposites in real life.
Tell you what, you took it to them though. You gave it almost. They got you though. But hey, next time,
right?
you never know, right?
That's how we're gonna remember it, right?
What? Yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
Yeah, but like I said, no, they're super nice guys. It went well. Like I said, it was the environment and just everything about it. It was just it was eye-opening experience.
It was beautiful. The setting is it's amazing. It's just the way that they do it. The way that Tony actually gets the guys and organize Cody and everybody. Just everybody's works as a team. As a as a wrestling promotion, and how it is, and to see lights, camera, action right in front of your eyes. The lights, and you look at the cameras like back in the day in WWF and WWE and ECW, and you look at all the lights, camera, action. You're like, wow, this I'm in the center of a ring right now. Spotlight's on me.
Right. And that, I love the way they, like I said, I love the setup. I love the way they do things. It really gets you ready for in the event that you may be signed like this. That AEW Dark is great practice. Great practice.
It really is. I mean, I'm sure from a lot of your friends as well. Like it's and I know too from my friends wrestling there all the time. Like Casey Navarro, there's a guy, Casey Navarro, kicks ass all the time. Little dude, tough dude, but like
cool cat too.
Joey Janela, the works, just a whole bunch of Sony Kiss. Come on,
oh yeah. I got to meet all of them, and it was like I said, everybody was super nice. Totally different environment than some of the other places. So
absolutely,
so
yeah, it's not no 6-sided ringer either. So you're better off, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They took care of us too.
I was watching just the old Pluto TV has the rewinds of like TNA Impact. I was like, wow, this is stuff I remember watching early on in the career. Early on, you remember that stuff?
Oh yeah. I mean, I wanted to work in the 6-sided ring once. I kind of just to do it, And they actually have one out in I want to say Daytona at Go Wrestling out here in Florida. There is actually a 6-sided ring in the Indy, so I actually got to work in one. So yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different.
My friend actually goes. Actually, one of my friends is from Daytona, and he goes to that Go Wrestle once in a while.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's a podcaster as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I worked one show there. It was the Juneteenth show last year. So yeah, it was nice, different experience. Like I said, it takes a minute. Like, if you've never been in one, Takes a minute to get adjusted to hitting the ropes there. Not the same.
Because the angles are so different, and
Exactly.
The posts are different. You're not used to it.
Timing all the way off.
Yeah. I know. I was watching like Sanjay Dutt, and it was actually Sanjay Dutt. I think it was like a tag match with actually Jimmy Rave was in it too. It was Homicide and Hernandez. It was that match, I guess. And I forgot who else was in the match, but yeah, it was great just to see those guys going at it. And guys who've done it all,
right?
But what got you as a fan of wrestling? What got you hooked as a kid growing up?
Well, I mean, I always was a fan of wrestling, but football was. I would be lying if I said football wasn't my first love. Played running back pretty much from. When I was 2, I was walking around just pushing a pigskin across the floor. That was supposed to be the thing that I do. And I actually played a little ball at USF. Mm-hmm. But like I said, what got me as a kid, I mean, I just remember because I'm not that old, so
right.
I grew up mostly on the early SmackDown days. Like a lot of some Raw, but cable was a little scarce in our house, so you could always watch SmackDown. That's for sure. And and go figure, being in AEW Dark, one of my earlier memories is seeing Chris Jericho put a guy in the walls. Jericho, I think it might have been Bob Backlund. He made him bleed out of his mouth, and I was like, man.
Yeah.
And like every time we'd play fight, I had to be Chris Jericho. Like I had to be Chris Jericho. We're not doing this. We're not doing this if I'm not Jericho. So. Yeah, he's one of the guys that kind of like got me. One of my first, I would say, inspirations to become a wrestler.
Oh wow, cool. Yeah, Jericho with all the knowledge that he has, my God, and the way that he cuts a promo. Oh my God, it's the best. Just
authentic.
Hell, has his own wine bottles of bubbly and has a rock band. Come on, what else? And a cruise ship. Come on, damn, I'm jealous.
What else can he not do? I mean, like it's like.
Yeah. I've had friends that gone on that cruise. I'm like, damn, I need to get on it. You son of a bitch.
I'm still trying to get a bottle of the bubbly. I haven't got on the cruise, but I was just set up for a bottle of the bubbly.
Yeah. I know. I believe one of my friends actually Wrestler Cheeseburger went on the cruise. He said, I never knew that he went on it just to hang out. CB, excuse me. Now he's called world famous CB.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I gotta call them the right names now because these guys are. I guess you gotta change your gimmick, right? You have to change your persona.
It's all about branding too, man. You gotta make sure you get the name right because I gotta know where to find it.
I was like, like your gimmick, you got a good name right there. Mr. A1.
Yeah. And it's so weird because I know there's probably gonna be a segue to what made me come up with that name and this, that, and the other. It's actually just comes from football actually because just being an alpha, being the top dog at my position, a lot of my boys be like, oh man, that catch that was so A1. That was everything I did was A1.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just stick. One guy said, man, I think we're at like some tournament or maybe it might have been like a scouting combine or something like that. One of those Nike scouting combines that you do in high school and.
Yeah,
it's a lot of jaw jacking in between the lines and stuff like that. Just competitive spirits, competitive fires, just brewing. And I had a couple of my homeboys, kind of like co-signing for me, like, nah, man, my boy's true to this. He's been A1 since day one, and I was like, I kind of like that. That kind of stuck, and that was just something that we kept saying, and I happened to just went about using that when I decided to be a wrestler.
And that's why, like me, right? Deathmatch Russell, right? Come on,
right?
Like we all have to brand ourselves, right?
Exactly.
My new design. I picked this up on Cafe Press, huh?
Very sick, very sick.
It is.
I'm digging it.
It is
very presidential. Very presidential backdrop right there, my friend. Very, very nice.
The presentations is always something, right?
I mean, yeah, because I've done podcasts with guys that just they're just chilling in the house. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like
I'll tell you what, I'm right in my bedroom. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look.
See?
Look, just right in my bedroom behind my door.
Hey, but it's the little things though. It's the little things.
Yeah, now I screw myself up. Oh no, perfect. Look at that.
See? But it's just the little things though. That's still bedroom or not. You still got your nice little backdrop. It just makes it look like, hey, I'm ready to work. What are we doing?
Yeah. Podcasts are tricky to be on. Some podcasts, I'm sure you noticed that they really like throw the questions that are really hardballing and just like you want to. They drag and drag and drag. Sometimes I'm sure you noticed that. Like they are just.
I'm learning, man. Like this is like the second or third one I've done in the last month. So it's like I'm learning just like everybody else.
I just go by the free ball. Free ball it. Just go by. Shoot whatever on our mind. Whatever on. I mean, like
whatever you're thinking, man.
All right, like I just had I like switching it up too, and actually maybe I'll save that for before we end it. A little trivia question, little question I came up with, but want to do it right now?
Okay.
Let's just do it. Let's do it right now.
Let's do it right now. Hey,
okay. Have you seen Cobra? Have you seen Cobra Kai?
Have I seen Cobra Kai? Actually, I'm such a big Marvel buff that I'm only focused on like WandaVision right now. And all my friends are saying Cobra Kai, but I'm like, yeah. And don't be wrong, I love Karate Kid, but right now my sole focus is like literally just seeing WandaVision through the end. I don't know why. I'm a stickler for that. I gotta stick to one show at a time.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do it, but you could actually do it off the old characters as well. Reverse them as wrestlers.
Okay.
Who would be the roles?
Who would be the roles? Ooh.
Like nowadays, now or old days,
right.
Like you got Daniel. Okay, the original
Daniel. So so you're basically saying who in the Fed right now? Right. I would say would be that.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, it's so many wrestlers that you have to break it down by show though.
Like, so you have to go who would be Johnny? Johnny would be John Mox.
Okay, I like that. Yes, John Moxley. Yeah, of course.
Or Randy Orton. Somebody was telling.
Or Randy Orton. I mean, well, you could probably even pass MJF because that's pretty close too.
That guy.
I love MJF. I love MJF.
Oh God, I've had my hate with him for the past years and years. It's I'm banned from him from Twitter. Yeah, thanks.
I mean, he's so good though. He's so good.
I know the way that he cuts his promos and just.
I mean, if he's not a 10-time champion by the time he retires, he did something wrong.
But you know what? You can always take it to him and pop him in the face, right? Give him a little something.
I mean, you could still do that, yeah.
I mean, but hey, you could go and he wouldn't even expect a clothesline. But yeah, okay, Daniel. Okay, so we have those three. The trainer, the original trainer, the sensei.
Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, Miyagi with Fuji is what I thought.
I was gonna say Fuji, yeah, but I didn't want to make it like a cultural thing. Like, okay, well, we got the old Asian, so we got to stick with an Asian. Like maybe switch it up a little bit, Mr. Miyagi, man, somebody who's a good manager. It's not too many of those either. So you probably, I think you might be right on that one. You might guilty by association because there's nobody else who's like a good, wholesome manager who wants to see you succeed. Everybody's like either a heel manager or some kind of female valet coming out with you. So
right,
you might. That might be the only way to go on that one.
All right. What about the sensei? The sensei, Johnny's sensei. Yeah, from the original.
From Cobra.
I know. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
don't.
On AEW.
Oh, Cody. No.
Somebody no, not Cody. Not Cody. Maybe your boy from SCU. Christopher Daniels.
You could
do.
Yeah.
You can go either way.
He could be a boss. Yeah, he could be like a. Yeah, I could see him.
Because he's worked. I mean, he's a great heel too. So like I said, he can do either or.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or you could do Jericho. I mean, if you want to go Sensei, that you might. If you want to go about it for the big names, then maybe just Jericho. Let's not even
Right.
sugarcoat it.
Yeah, you're right. Also, all right. What about the female? What about Danny's girlfriend?
Oh man, maybe Penelope Ford.
I was thinking yeah, Penelope Ford, and then the one that he had a date with in Japan. I was going to say like a Su Young.
Su Young. Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
And then was
Yeah.
there? Wait, but then what was that other sensei? There was another sensei in Japan. Remember?
Yeah.
In part two.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we'll go.
Yeah.
Because we're spitballing off AEW right now, so I'm just like running down the roster in my head. I'm like, the other sensei, maybe Arn Anderson.
Could see that.
Make it yeah, you know what I mean? It's not a lot of older teachers. I mean, yeah, there's a lot. That roster's very young, so it's like trying to figure out who we casting these parts. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of all right. So we got it covered. I think we figured it out. All right, that's pretty good. But wait till you see the new one, and then you'd be like, "We'll come back. We'll do a podcast once again."
Yeah,
we'll do it.
You know what? Now I'm gonna binge watching that because now I accept this challenge. I'm gonna because you're not the only one who's told me this. So now I have.
Oh really?
To.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody took. Oh, that's a good idea. That's kind of a yeah. I was like, you know what? It came in my head. I was like, I was watching this. I'm like, you know what? This could be like reverse the roles, in wrestling.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's like
there's a lot of shows you do that with.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're Marvel. You're into Marvel, so I'm sure you can like throw me some stuff, and I'd be like, what?
Oh man, yeah, definitely. I mean, I look at. I mean, well, hell, my character alone, I got from the Black Panther movie, pretty much. So I'm as Marvel as it gets.
I'm probably Superman to Spider-Man to you name it, Incredible Hulk.
You can't go wrong. All those names are great.
Captain America, Thor, and all these other good movies. I think Hercules and all these other good movies. Hercules was the last movie I actually saw. I remember going to the theater, and that was an awesome movie though.
Yeah, well, they'll be bringing him. They'll be doing another Hercules movie pretty soon here because that's part of Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Marvel's doing another Power, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the role of one Leo.
Yep, it's gonna be great.
I think he's gonna be the white character, one of the guys there. I forget.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
he might be. I haven't confirmed. I didn't see who's gonna be what, but yeah, I'm with you on that one too.
That's kind of cool though. It's for him as a wrestler. It's like all these other guys, like John Cena. They've done it all, but the way that's a pretty good character for Leo because his attitude is like super villain. Like he could do it all. He's super powerful. So shout out for Leo on that. With all his kids, he has too, right? I know.
Quarantine baby. He's all quarantine baby.
Yeah.
So it got me.
That's it, man. But now you got to keep on moving. Get your name out there.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this, Sage. What was up? Well, you have a tag team partner. All right. So you guys, what's his name? So we can mention it. So we're not.
Oh, Jake St. Patrick.
Jake St. Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you guys actually become a tag team? Like what? Like how long?
Well, the funny story is we fought a couple times on the Indies, and we worked really good together. Mm-hmm. And it just so happened that we both had signed up for the same seminar for the WXW Wild Samoans. Mm-hmm. And we were I don't even want to be modest about it. We were the two standouts of that seminar. So much so that Alpha himself pulled us to the side and asked us, "Hey, where are you guys from?" And want to get all information and stuff like that. And he said, "You guys will make a great tag team." And we were already cool because we just told each other when we got to the seminar, I was like, well, let's just go out and just treat it like a, NFL training camp. You know what I'm saying? The strongest will survive. And not to mention that, for WXW, they usually have a lot of WWE representation.
And with those two, the trainer there, my gosh, she had the best, like the Samoans.
Exactly.
And that's like what is it? That he's like one of those guys that just puts you to the limit. He'll teach you, and and that's like the Monster Fact. That's just like everywhere else. All these other promote, they just take you to the limit. Take you and show you the way that it's, you come into it young, you're like, oh, what am I doing here? Like, am I going to give this a try? Like,
exactly.
What made you want, what made you just like as a teen, just wrestling, right? Just like you said, you were just growing.
Just the thing is like, it's almost like I got to pinch myself sometimes that I'm actually doing this right now, because if you'd have told me 10 years ago that, well, you're going to be a professional wrestler, you're going to win championships, you're going to be on AEW, you're going to be on NXT, I'd have told you that you were crazy, because there was no lane, there was no direct line to, or information that it was embedded in my head that I could be that, or what avenue to take. Like, it was just, I have to just say it was completely divine intervention, because I had no way of getting into this. Like, it just fell into my lap pretty much.
It did. I know it did. It did. And you know what? Bigger things to come, right? That's just
That's the motive.
Got to get past WrestleMania. Got to get past this Mania week too, right? Mania, man. This, coming up, right? Mania. There's so much wrestling. There's so much wrestling coming around. There is so much. It's.
And I'm pretty much in the mecca of it right now. I'm out here in the Tampa Bay area, so.
It's awesome. I'm sure you know. Like I said, Game Changers doing their collective spring break and all that. Joey's doing his thing, man. Look at that. Like, you're like, wow, maybe I'll have to like stop in here and check this out.
Awesome. You had Joey on?
No, I've known Joey for years though. I just drank a beer with him.
Okay.
I'd rather just drink a White Claw with him.
I just saw him. He was at one of my shows not too long ago at Tampa Bay Pro. And obviously I seen him at AEW. So
he's well known. Well known and all over. You know that. He's just, keep your eyes out, because keep your eyes out. He does this thing. It's called the Janela Zone with a guy named Leroy out of Georgia. And they just get celebrities and bring people in on Instagram Live. It's so funny. Like actually, Leroy was actually on the first episode. Actually, Joey brought him to AEW. Like, actually, he was like his little wingman, like his helper. And then he got, but he still trains. He trains. He does. He trains at the what is it? The Dream Factory or whatever it is.
Okay. I would love to go there one day just to work one day and just pick all those guys' brains. That would be definitely something to help further my career.
But this he's been in a clusterfuck already, this kid. But like, it's great. Just, you never know, man. You just don't know,
No.
But they do their thing on live. It's pretty fun. You'll have to check it out. I'll send you an invite when it comes on.
Awesome. That sounds like a plan.
But let me ask you this, man. What's your go-to food? What do you love? What's your favorite food to go to at a show?
Favorite food. Food.
Go-to food, or just like before or after, like I'm talking about, just like your
I honestly, man, I am a huge seafood fan. I don't care what it is, as long as it's seafood, fish, shrimp. I don't care. It's the whole genre of deep sea food. That's how I like it.
Well, you know what? Right where I am, I'm 15 minutes from the beaches of the I'm the tourist spot of Point Pleasant and Seaside Heights, New Jersey, like the boardwalk, the famous spots. So yeah, seafood's the big go-to around, and pizza,
Really?
of course. And yeah,
man, you have to put me up on some of those spots, man, because I love my seafood, man. I love it.
Yeah. Right on the waterfront. Yeah. Right on the water.
I bet them was some nice look. Like, yeah, it's always the mom and pop shops that are like the best, you know.
Well, I guess you'll have to take your kids one of these days to the boardwalk. There you go. Right.
There you go. That's the family outing, you know. Of course, I'll go myself first to test it out, you know, and make sure it's good, you know. And then I'll do the family thing, you know. After that, you know.
Bring them all. Load up the car. Load up the train or bus.
Yeah, the train or whatever we're transporting them in, right?
The airplane or whatever's going. I just saw a video. My dad was showing me the video of a plane that was actually just, I guess the back burner fell off into somebody's yard in Texas or Hawaii somewhere. Crazy, right?
Yes.
They had people on the plane, but they were okay. Thank God.
Oh, well, thank God. I believe it because, you know, we don't need any more plane incidents. You know, I got enough of that last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had there's so much out.
I was referencing the Kobe thing. Yeah, that kind of shook me up a little bit. So,
but so seafood. All right. So you like a good seafood.
Seafood, anything, man. Whatever kind of platter it is, as long as it's good. And I don't know if it's good because I've been eating seafood my whole life, and my dad makes pretty good seafood of all kinds. So I got a good keen taste for
what
seafood.
Kind of fish? What kind of fish do you like? What's your main?
Oh,
what do you like?
Man.
I like a cod or a salmon or just a fresh.
Salmon's good. Salmon's like
my,
like one of my, when I'm working out, I'll definitely have salmon that night. But if you want to like my just enjoyable fish, like it's more like catfish, sheephead. I was big on trout, but I had it so much growing up, I kind of don't care for it like that anymore.
I know. Yeah, everybody grew up on trout. It's like
exactly.
It's like, really?
So it was like one of those things. It's like that's not what I'm a go-to. That's not a go-to thing. I mean, every now and then, but mostly.
But I did have the experience actually when I took a family trip to Germany. We actually went to a hatchery. We stayed at a hatchery, like a house connected to a. I guess a hotel was connected to a restaurant, trout hatchery. It was pretty good though. Okay. We're really, So
yeah, I mean,
the beer tasted better though. The beer tasted better though.
At that part, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, thinking about fish too. I mean, I haven't done it recently, but I like to go out and catch my own stuff. Yeah, it's something I did a lot as a little boy. I kind of got away from it, but I definitely want to get back on it.
That's what I miss, going like right up to my lake, right across the street, and up the road, and just throwing the pole in, catching a couple, and
that's it. Bring a couple cold ones and just relax.
Yeah, or you go on the party boats and do the boats.
Yeah,
just, that's what's popular. That's popular.
Just forget about life for a second and just enjoy the outdoors.
That's the popular thing about the shore. You know what I mean? We got plenty of charter boats.
Oh yeah,
that are all around that are just. But not really people going on them now.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of stuff not going around right now. But like I said, we're all trying to make do right now.
Mm-hmm. What's your go-to music, man? What are you liking? What's your
my go-to music? That's a good question, man, because it depends on what I'm doing. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, I do a lot of working out. I'll roll up in the gym one day and listen to alternative rock one day, and then the next day it'll be rap and gangster rap. I'm a California boy, so I grew up on that in that early '90s, Tupac and NWA.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my definitely go to. But I like it all, man. I like it from like I said, alternative rock, classic rock, rock and roll. Yeah. I mean, R&B. I don't have. The only thing is a genre that I don't like besides maybe like opera or something like that. Because who listens to opera?
Or country,
I like. Hey, I like country.
I know. Yeah, I know. There's some country rappers. I know. There's
I mean,
country rap.
well,
They got country rap now too. It's like,
hey, I enjoy Chris Stapleton. That's just regular country. I like some Chris Stapleton and some Lady in the Bellum. I know a few.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up, man. It's like
you got to. Because even I can't even listen to rap for too long, even the old stuff, because it gets. I mean, if you get to the same thing over and over, it just gets takes the substance from it. So it's like, all right.
It's like I was just listening to. It's like I was just listening to Redman, like 20 earlier, like or Method Man, and I was just like, yo, this is
Method Man, Method and Red, Wu-Tang Clan, all that. I'm definitely big on all of it.
Then I got hooked into that ICP scene, and that was like,
Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, those guys were sick.
And then that kid that actually does the stunts, Superhuman. Shout out to him. Good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude, man. Little ball bust, little fucking daredevil, right? That kid's making it. He does it all.
Makes me miss the old days.
Yeah, right. Old days of that's like but now it's like what you got Fight Club, you got this, you got the ICW, you got you got your no holds barred action. What do you think of that? What do you think of all this like new style coming back?
Yeah,
Josh Burnett's Bloodsport.
Bloodsport, yeah. Actually, I think it helps give us different genres of wrestling because, like there's a lot of skeptical fans that feel that what we do is hokey and fake, and it gives them a different angle. Which I mean, like I said, it doesn't bother me that they feel that way. It's their opinion, but it's just when you have different things like that, different avenues. It's like, okay, well, you think this is fake? Okay, well, why don't you go check out one of our different lanes that we can go in, and that I think it can't hurt. It definitely can't hurt.
No, and John proved that this weekend versus Davey Boy.
Oh yeah.
They went at it. It's pretty.
Let him have it.
I know. But he was proud. Moxley. I don't know if you watched it or not. Did you watch that?
I saw it on IG. Afterwards. Mm-hmm.
Nice. It was a lot of those. I'll tell you what. That other guy, Colt. What the hell was his name? I think he was one of the original Highlanders.
Who?
He was a Scottish dude. Oh gosh. Cornda. I see. It started with a C. I wonder if I can pull it up. I had him. It was a hell of a good card. Those two went at it. I don't know. Two guys went at it. That was a good. It was good. Just all the action.
I didn't see the whole card. Only thing I saw was the Moxie fight.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. It was good. It happened. Somebody had it on Instagram, so I was like, "Oh, okay." Let me take a look at this.
Now you'll have to actually catch the replay and watch. Yeah, watch.
I got so much stuff to catch up on right now.
I know.
But it's like it's hard when you're trying to focus on wrestling, but you also want to be a fan at the same time. So it's like, man.
Yeah.
Thank God for TiVo and and DVRs and stuff like that.
I know Pluto TV, and I know.
Yeah, because I don't know. I probably wouldn't be very sociable if I didn't have all that stuff, because I wouldn't be able to catch up with nothing.
No, or IWTV or yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fight TV. Got all these subscriptions and this and that. It's insane. I cut back on. I think I got rid of but I still get it for free. WWE. I still have I found the legal way to do it, but
yeah. Hey, however we're gonna do it, brother, by any means necessary.
Yeah, right. Save $1.
It is.
But we sponsor everybody. We are sponsored.
Exactly.
But saying the transition styles, like we were talking about, and if you look back and watch some of these tapes, you had wrestlers like Dominic Guarini, from AIW, that guy martial arts, and just the way that he does it pretty damn good too. He's
amazing, man. It's people think this stuff is easy, man. It's not. Like
and
this takes.
and to see Jeff Cobb also, like there's a guy that's
Mhm.
you know,
Oh yeah,
big dude, but you know what? He can do it all,
he can move
right?
though. He can move
Yeah,
with it. That's the most impressive thing when you big like that and you can still move around. You ain't too stiff.
I'm surprised they never got Samoa Joe in that. Could you imagine if he did that? Oh my god, he would. Could
You
you
know,
imagine? Or like a Riddle? Oh god,
dream team stuff. You know, guys with
yeah,
real backgrounds in that, but it just happened to be wrestling. Oh yeah,
yeah, guys
exactly,
like that.
exactly. Or Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Cesaro fan. I'm a big Cesaro. You know, cheerleader. Love him.
He's a great character. His the way that
Oh yeah,
he's over the years and years and years
very underrated.
back in the old days of the wrestling with with Chris Hero tag team and Ring of Honor.
ROH.
I know, just all the good stuff, man. I've got to see. It's amazing, man. Like we watch these guys and they're doing their thing. Like they're all coming from the indies. They all come from the
Exactly.
indie. You know,
Which gives me all the hope in the world. That's right. That's why I will always support guys like that because at the end of the day they're doing it. They're going the same path that I'm trying to play. I'm trying to go the same way.
mm-hmm. But you're like,
So,
hey, wait a minute. I know this guy. You ever go to a show? And you're like, wait a minute. Have I seen you somewhere?
Yeah. Well, that's funny story. You say that because I was wrestling for Tampa Bay Pro, and they had a mark that I was on the undercard or whatever, but the marquee of the show was a Saeed Al Sabah versus at the time his name was I forgot what did he go by in the Indies, but it was to make a long story short, it was Shane Strickland.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Swerve.
which now he goes by Isaiah Swerve Scott. Yeah. So it was like, man, like we literally just wrestled at that show, and then like a month later he's in NXT. I'm like, wow. So
it's like
must be close. I must be close because this is you're sharing the car with guys like that who are getting eyed by the Fed and same thing. Kind of the same thing happened with me and Leo Rush. I was working the same show as him, and he ended up going to NXT at the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then he had his career, and then he did a little Twitter stuff, and then settled down. Yeah, moved away, and then made a little. Did his thing.
Like I said, I got quite a few wrestlers who are in the business on both sides that I've got to share the card with before they ultimately got signed.
And as you say, that guy is phenomenal in the ring, man. That guy
if he didn't make it, I would just quit.
He's pretty you see him a lot on the Game Changer scene, and he's one of those guys like Treehouse Lee too.
Yep, that's his brother. I think I've actually had the pleasure of wrestling them both. So, and I mean, Saeed, I wish I could get him again right now while I'm a little more seasoned. But I got to wrestle him in my rookie year. I was just happy to rub shoulders with him. So I mean, he made me look like $1 million. So.
The hell? Spam call? Okay. Not interested. trying to sell me some. Buy a new car today. No, thanks. But but like you say, it's like the people you watch, and then it's like you go back and you're watching like these little shows, like these local indie shows, and you don't realize these guys they're getting picked by like a certain somebody in the crowd, the scout,
exactly,
like Swerve, like how you got Combat Zone Wrestling, CZW, Dojo Wars first, or wherever WXU, Beyond Wrestling, there's another Beyond Wrestling, man. There's a promotion that, and I wish they still keep that going because that's a cool promotion to they're caught people's eye,
Yeah, never got the pleasure to work there, but I've heard stories.
I'll tell you what. I remember I'd never been actually Game Changer show. Game Changer Wrestling did the first joint show together
Mm-hmm.
at the old Howell building in New Jersey, and they did. It was Keith Lee in the ring at
Mm.
the time versus Kyle KTB. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it's like you're thinking like, holy cow, this guy's huge and he's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and
he's one of those guys that is like he's big on TV and big in real life. So
he's
I,
engaged now. So shout out to him. You know, him
yeah,
and
congratulations,
I know him and Sue. Sue, or what's her name? Yeah,
Mia Yim.
yeah, Mia. Yeah, Mia Yim. You know, doing their things.
Absolutely.
But just to see like people like that who, yeah, he thrives at the scene. We see how he did it. You know, he took
Exactly.
he was on the PW, you know, the Pro Wrestling Gorilla. And my gosh, that was a why don't they ever brought that back? You ever notice like these promotions aren't out anymore?
No,
Like it's like that used to be one of those booming promotions, you know?
it's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
with every business, if it's not run all the way up to par with, you don't evolve with the times, you will perish. So that's one of the realities of of just business.
You're right, because it just they could just say stop right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like my friend did that in Virginia, you know, for
Exactly.
VOW, Vicious Outcast Wrestling, you know, and just
You can pack the house every night and have just sellouts and just be very, very profitable. But if it's not ran correctly behind the scenes through and through, you can also go under as well. And I've seen it happen quite a few times.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too. It's like wow, it's just like come on, try to do it, but that's like that one promotion, Mid South Wrestling. You know, they can't keep their foot down. You know, that's going to be for years and years. His son is trying to help push that too. You know, with his other promotion that he runs, like
That's why, and it's funny because that's what's fun that what we're talking about. That's what makes, whether people like it, love it, or hate it, that's what makes WWE so amazing. That it's stand the test of time the way it has, because it started off that same way. Just Vince buying up a bunch of indie promotions and stuff like that, and turn it into a mega power. Buying territories and stuff. So the fact that
you're right. You're right. Because that's the way, and if now it's all, they're all working together almost. Feels like some companies are. Some companies are,
Well, WWE's still like Walmart, whether you you might not want to shop there, but you got to go there eventually.
Yeah. Speaking of Walmart, there's that guy from Walmart that wrestles, man. I got that guy needs to get a contract. I don't know who's
both of them.
Yeah, all three of them or whatever they are.
All three of them, yeah.
Whoever's sleeping on the job is not like studying. Like,
I want to know who trained him. I've always asked people ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, you've seen that?" Because everybody knows I'm a wrestler, so they want to show me their videos and stuff. Like, like, are they trained or whatever? I don't know if they're trained or not.
Sure
but I mean,
they
sure have to be, because they're too fluent.
They're too fluent, and Joey's got him on his shows. So come on, he's had
exactly.
He'll be back. I'm sure they'll be back at Mania Week 2.
They're awesome though. I fairly enjoy everything they do.
That reminds me like of a Kofi Kingston kind of backyard kind of character.
Exactly.
Kofi Kingston, man. There's a guy like innovative, like Rob Van Dam. Just the way to win a Rumble. Like, come on, jump on a chair.
That's how you stand out. That's what all that matters. You can do all the 1,000 moves and holds all you want, but if you don't give the people something that they know it's you, stand out, then you're just another wrestler.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you the footage of a Rumble. One of my friends was his name's Frankie Picard. He actually did like he did like a Kofi Kingston and jumped off the ladder. I held a ladder. I actually held the ladder for him. I played like the light guy, just like just check the check the crowd. I'll send that to you. I still have that.
Okay.
It's actually a full card, I believe. So you can watch the whole show. It's a really good indie.
Excellent.
That's something you can catch up on. How's that, right?
There you go. I add to my archives, man, because I got a lot of that stuff.
What would you? Where would you like to see yourself wrestle on the East Coast? Like, there's so many promotions. I'm sure you've seen me post about and talk about on my podcast. I talk about Titan Championship Wrestling, which is based out of Jersey. Independent
Titan
promotion.
Titan is one of them, but I would say the go-to that I've definitely want to be on for quite some time now is definitely GCW. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just to be on it, like it gives you that sense of, I think you made it. You might because most people who go there are guys who are gonna get signed or who are already signed. It's good company to be in, basically.
It is, because it's they're like a promotion that can give you the opportunity that and not say no, and just like, hey, they got this guy, that just wants to try out. Okay, let's see what happens. But would you like to see yourself at a like I said, Titan Championship Wrestling, H2O, hardcore hustle? I mean, that's really that's a promotion that they put the work in every morning, every Monday. They got their show every Monday with the students wrestling. God, it's like, hey, where do you see a wrestling show on a Monday being filmed? Come on.
Exactly. It's a very innovative day to put a wrestling show on, because usually wrestling is done on the weekends. But I've been on shows that ran on a Wednesday or whatever case may be. But it's a weekly show. It's a weekly YouTube,
that was
live.
That was
stream.
I know that's like the CZW Dojo Wars. They used to run on a Wednesday in the afternoon, and I would crave to go. It was hard to get to,
Yeah.
That was like all the way up North Jersey or South, just up the Pike, Garden State Parkway, But yeah, Titan has a lot of independent guys. It has your Ace Austin. We've had the Brian Cages, the Casey Navarro. We've had actually the Gipkeys, the Muscle Sharks.
Oh, okay.
I
would love to do all of them, honestly, because it's just you can reach out all you want, but you gotta a promoter gotta contact you. I can't book myself, so
yeah.
I mean, hopefully this platform might get them busting down my DMs, trying to get me on. We'll know I don't know what the future holds, but hopefully I can do some business up north in the future.
What do you got coming up? You got any shows coming up? Let's close it out. We'll close it out by
Well, I got I'll be at Tampa Bay Pro March 27th in Largo, Florida. Also, I have WXW coming up. I'll be doing their Extreme Wars more in April, and who knows? I can't confirm or deny about being back on AEW Dark. So I'll leave the mind to wonder on that one.
Right. Actually, I would actually have another guy. His name is Cameron Stewart. Was just on a recent AEW Dark as well. So I'm looking forward to talking to him this coming week.
Awesome.
I'm getting. I got some guests lined up, and I'm just like, all right,
you get some names, man. You get some heavy hitters in here.
Yeah, you gotta spread it, man. If you don't, where are you gonna be, right?
Exactly. And I appreciate you giving me the platform, the opportunity. I know I'm helping you just as much as you helping me, but I feel like we're helping each other.
But you know what? You're a friend. You're a fan. I'm a fan of wrestling, and I support you as a wrestler doing your thing in the ring, and that's a thank you. That's what it's all about. The respect and what you do for your fans.
I appreciate it.
And if it wasn't for fans, where would we be, right? Or podcasters.
Exactly. Well, I know you probably got guys. You probably hit them up and they don't want to reply. They think that you're too good, too cool for school. Like I'm not
Exactly.
signed. I'm nobody. So I mean, in my head, I'm nobody. So if anybody who can
You
help me,
you are somebody. Be yourself.
yeah,
Be who you
well,
are.
appreciate it. Thank you, thank
Be
you.
yourself and be who you are and show who you are and keep on winning that W, right? That
That's
W is,
it.
or the
That's
or
it.
the gold or the gold. Hey, when's the
That's
last time you guys when's the last time you actually won those tag belts? Good question. Ooh.
we haven't. Me and my partner have yet to win tag team gold.
Ooh.
We've been chasing for like 2 years now. So
T-
we've
t-
definitely we've held our fair share of singles gold.
yeah.
Matter of fact, I just lost my United States Championship this past Saturday. I held that
Oh,
title for 945 days.
oh
So
no. Oh
yeah,
man.
it was almost a 3-year reign, and it came to an end.
But you know what?
So
There's more gold. There's more gold to win, and
right,
just get it, or if not, just buy one. And just
that's it. Just
give
be
it to
like
your
a Ted
kids.
DiBiase. You know,
Yes, yeah. Just yeah, I know. Look how that came out. You built a belt that was designed in New York, Connecticut or New York, and just
that's
franchise.
it.
Just franchise the way that he
Be your
made
own
himself.
champion.
Be your own champion. Yeah, but not be a
Hmm.
virtual and not have no fans buying autographs. Right? I feel bad for that
Exactly.
guy. But whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. But feel free to plug whatever you want, and we'll call it a night, my friend. I'd love to do this again.
Well, awesome. Yeah, we definitely will do it again. Out hopefully in a few maybe a few weeks, maybe a month or so. We'll just check
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in with each other, see what everybody's doing. Just want to give a shout out to
Oh, there we go. Hide that one. There you go. Go ahead.
There you go. Oh yeah, you got the thing up there already. I was just gonna plug the Twitter and the IG, but yeah, that's where you can follow me at right there,
Mhm.
as you can see down on the bottom right there.
Mhm.
Just like and share, support. I'll be posting a lot of my. I didn't do that at first, but I'm gonna start posting more of my matches and look more clips. But I'm getting my YouTube channel up, so I'll start actually posting full matches straight to YouTube. So
Mhm.
give you more content, more bang for your buck, and just like I said, love indie wrestling, man.
Yeah, do your thing and keep on winning. All right, it's all.
That's it.
Hey, Sage, I want to say thank you for coming on, man. What a fun time this was.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna get you on my friend's podcast, the one that wrestled. I'm talk the GoPro wrestling guy.
Okay.
My friend,
Yeah.
he does a cool podcast. He'll throw your brain with some good wrestling as well.
Good. Hey, I love a good wrestling talk. We can shoot the shit and just
Mhm.
have fun.
Yes. All right. Have a good night
All right,
and
boss. You take it.
enjoy the rest of your wrestling with your kid. Or he's probably
Yeah,
starting to
I'm sure
cartoons.
that.
Cartoons are on now. I bet. I
Yeah.
bet.
Oh, they're still in there watching wrestling. So trust me, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get filled in on what I missed.
Mhm. I didn't even watch the pay per view. I should probably go watch that.
Yeah, you probably should. But I have to watch that in my household because my boys won't allow it any other way.
Who are their favorite stars right now? Who are their
They
favorite guys?
they
Who are they?
all are infatuated with the Fiend. I don't understand. They're scared shitless of him, but they can't stop watching.
Mm,
They love
they
him.
don't.
They love Seth
They don't.
Rollins.
Yep. They don't realize that you know some people from the Fiend family. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's amazing. We know
Mm-hmm.
people that are, it's kind of cool
Exactly.
though.
Exactly.
But
It's funny to watching them find out who their favorites are, and they all
yeah.
have their own selective favorites, but they all have a thing for the Fiend at the end of the day.
Mhm. Do they watch AEW as well? Do they?
They
Have
watch it
they here and there?
sparingly. They
Yeah.
watch it sparingly. No, I've bet it in their head that Chris Jericho is everything. So when they hear Judas come on,
Hmm.
they'll come running.
Oh, that's a good tune too. So yeah,
Exactly.
you
And I
know.
had the pleasure of singing it live on TV, so it's even better.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah, for the Dynamite for the Dynamite
Yeah.
episode, I was in the crowd for that and got to witness that experience live and in person. It was amazing.
Okay, I'll have to watch. I'll have to look at the ring and kind of spot you. I bet you I could behind the
Oh yeah,
mask.
you'll see me. I made sure I made my way to the front. I'll tell you that.
Which side? Which side?
The left side, so it would be where all the hills are at. Yeah.
Okay, on the dark side. All right.
Yep.
Yep. Sammy Guevara. They're the other. Yeah, all the weird people and
Yep.
Penelope Ford and all that. All right, I'll look. Colorful mask or just the AEW mask?
I have my AEW mask on.
Yeah. I still don't have one. I gotta buy one. They're pretty sharp. I still have a hat. I know. I still have stuff. I gotta buy some stuff online though. You want to buy stuff? You gotta buy. You know what, man? I'll tell you what. You as a wrestling fan, you could have a lot. You can
I get a lot of merch. I have to wear my AEW mask everywhere I go, especially at the Indy show, just to let them know where I was at.
Yeah, for the kids, right? For the kids.
That's it.
I'll send you something my way. I'll send you something.
Excellent. Yeah. Awesome.
I always like an 8-bit 10 or whatever.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Quiet people. You're not hearing us merch swaps online.
There it is, right? This is a secret.
Yeah, secret
exchange. Secret exchange.
Yeah, go out and support everybody is what you have to do, and go online or
appreciate it.
Just put a smile on somebody's face by getting them an 8. Yep. All right. You have a good night. Let's call it a night. I gotta get.
All right, now you take it easy, man.
I'm a garbage man by day, so I pick up metal all day, and by like 12.
Whatever we do, man. Blue collar working man.
Hey, man, 19 years in, well, I'll be retired before you probably get your contract. No, no. You never know. We never know.
Never know, man. You never know.
Actually, I was going to tell you. Actually, I had a pleasure of one of my good friends. Well, he retired. I don't know where he's living now, but actually, one of my coworkers actually married into Bigelow. How
really?
Cool is that?
Oh, yeah, that is very cool.
Lives right across this lake from me. I never said hello.
Wow.
Small world. Cool? It really is.
Very cool.
It really is. But all right, let's call it a night. I'm done. Good night.
All right, now. Take it easy.
What do I got coming up? I got a lot of podcasts this week, so I got to say everything I got to do. I'll cut you out. You have a good night.
All right, now take it easy.
Yep. All right, fans. I want to say thank you to my guests tonight. You just see them this past Tuesday night on AEW Dark with his partner, Jake or something. He's gonna yell at me again for that one. But he was in the ring with two actually a veteran. I'd say a veteran of the ring. Also, he's worked his ass off to where he is today. The Butcher, and actually I'm talking about Blade. The Blade. They've come a long way from where they were, and Sage, Mr. A1 Sage, gave it all he could this past Saturday versus them and his partner. And you know what, fans? He's all about the win and putting a smile on a fan's face and going home happy. Well, fans, I want to say thank you to him for coming on the podcast. And I'm going down my list of people. And I'm going to be talking to, what do I got coming up? Stay tuned. Man, my podcast schedule's growing. Yes, fans, that's right. My schedule keeps growing. Stay tuned. This coming Thursday night, my guest will be on the podcast. Stay tuned. Indie pro wrestler PJ Savage is coming on the podcast. Then on March 9th, March 9th at 8 p.m. as well, I'm going to be talking to female indie pro wrestler Billy Starks will be on a Deathmatch Russell will be on the podcast. And then and then stay tuned March 10th at 8 p.m. with my guest Cameron Stewart. We're going to be talking with him and see what he has going on and much, much more. He actually was another person who was on AEW as well, Dark. So, fans, check out all his podcasts. Have a good night. Thank you for listening to the Deathmatch Russell podcast. As always, till next time, talk wrestling, as always, and more and more. Good night, everybody. Thank you for listening.
You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: DeathmatchRussell.com, follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, Facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at PodcastCity.net, Facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share, and on Twitter at PodcastCityNet. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.
Hey, wrestling fans, check out BootandHeel.com for all your independent wrestlers, apparel, and more. Also, check out Deathmatch Russell Podcast as well. www.bootandheel.com.